Okay, cool. So today I just want to go over some website basics, and this is going to be kind of a Q&A format. So if you guys want to just ask me questions as we go, if I hold them till the end, it's because we're going to go over it sometime while we're talking. So today I want to show you basically what your basic website looks like, and then how to install Facebook Messenger, as long as you have a Facebook business page, onto your website. So I'm going to share my screen, get everyone ready to see Rupert. There he is, under a billion PDFs. So, okay, to get started, go to your one login. And then from here, you're going to go to sync. And this is sort of like the back end where we're going to get started. So I have a few options here, but I'm going to log in as agent so it looks as close to your guys's as I can. I know guys's isn't a word. I apologize.
I should have logged in before. I'm not being saved anymore. I don't know what's up.
Oh no. If you ever get locked out, Rachel or I are able to unlock your Zone account to let you back in. It has to be a password reset, and it's annoying because it can't be, I think it's one of 6 passwords that you had before. But if you need help coming up with password ideas, let me know. Okay. So to start, I want to show you what your basic website looks like. So I am actually going to figure out what Lisa's login is really fast. Do you know?
You can use mine and change mine in the process because mine's super basic.
Well, Lisa doesn't even know what her website looks like. So I want to show her just like bare bones, because I think, Christy, we have done a little bit of stuff to yours. So let me just look up our brokers real quick, because Lisa came to us from Vegas. So I knew that her username was a little different. So Lisa M. Knutson. So it's Lisa M. Knutson.myrealty1group.com.
S-O-N.
S-O-N, sorry.
That's okay.
My teacher in high school was a E-N, so.
Okay.
Let's see if this one works. Okay, I need to figure out what's going on with your website. So we will show Isaac's instead.
Okay.
So your website URL is going to be your first name, last name, or whatever we have you as in here. So like Lexi Little, Mariah Raygor, Marty Lewis, it's just martylewis.myrealty1group.com, lexilittle.myrealty1group.com, etc. So Isaac Schaefer.myrealty1group.com.
And this is the basic one that you said was really bad?
It's not really bad, thank goodness. I've seen some really bad real estate websites. Thankfully, because we're partnered up with Realty One Group, our website host is a company called Sync, stands for Commissions Inc. They have built us, it's for someone like me who's kind of a control freak, it's a little bit basic. Like, it's a little cookie cutter. It drives me a little bit crazy that I can't get more hands-on. But for someone that just kind of wants to have a website that is a place where people can get a hold of you, like back when I started in real estate in 2008, websites were like the thing to have. If you didn't have a good real estate website, like you were just not going to be super successful. Nowadays, real estate websites don't demand that much traffic because there's just so much saturation of them. And especially with millennial home buyers and younger entering the market, they're not as interested in going to your website as they are, say, going to your social media, because it's more interactive. They're more able to get in contact with you. So having the basics of your website done matters. But if this is something that you don't want to come back and deal with constantly, this is something you can refresh. I would do it like how you check your batteries in your smoke detectors, like twice a year. Hop on here, make sure your bio looks good, all your links work, and then you can kind of call it good.
So this is what the basic one looks like right now that everyone has. If we have
exactly, yeah. So this is basic. I agree with Robin, it's not necessarily that it's bad. It's just really basic. And I think the reason I wanted to do this meeting today is because this, took like 5 minutes to make it look this good, which is awesome. But what Robin's going to show you today will make your website look exponentially better for a time investment of maybe an hour. And so to me, it's just like, it's a no-brainer because does this look fine? Totally, it looks fine. But what Robin's going to show you is going to just night and day improve your website. And so that was really the point of this meeting. If you have this website and you don't want to update it, that's fine. It covers, checks that box, but it's so easy to make a website that's really gorgeous. So I just want to say that.
Thank you. Okay, so when we enter you in Zone, automatically there is a website that is created for you. And anything that we put in Zone, so let's say, here, I'll go to myself. And then this is my public outward info, right? So I've got all of my different links in here. So I've got my website, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, which is actually our company YouTube page, and my Instagram. I've got my hobbies, blah, blah, blah. My phone number's right, my email's right, my bio's right. So when I create your Zone profile, I grabbed your bio and I entered all of your social media that I knew of. And then when we create your account, it populates all that info into your sync website. So unfortunately, it is a one-time pull. So as soon as we, oh, there's someone in the chat. Rachel, can you go to Zone and unlock Debbie's account, like reset her password for her, please?
Yeah.
Awesome, thank you. Okay. But this is a one-time pull. So let's say you go to Zone and then I updated my Facebook URL. I would have to go to here in sync and go to my website or click, my face for my account and then change that URL. That way it updates here as well. So that's what I mean by going and checking that your link's still good. So for example, Craig Tuttle was on Instagram as Craig.Tuttle.Tacoma forever, but it's so long and clunky. So we changed it to just Team Tuttle Tacoma. And so I had to go back here to both his Zone account and to his website to change that. But on here as well, if you scroll down, you're going to see that it also pulled the basics from the Zone profile for Isaac. So for some reason, we don't have a bio in here for him, so we should fix that. We do have his headshot. Look at that cute little smiling face. And then we always have our phone numbers facing. I know that some people are like, oh, the bots are going to get your phone number. It's 2020, like 2021. The bots already have it, like you're going to get fake texts. I got one the other day about my Facebook business page that was like, Robin, your Facebook business page used my photo and I'm gonna sue you or something. And it had a link, but the link wasn't my Facebook business page. And so I tried to call the person, they weren't real. So my point being, there's not a lot of harm in having your phone number here. If you don't wanna have your phone number on your website, because remember, your sync website syndicates across the internet. So Facebook pretty much sticks with Facebook. Like Facebook is going to keep its results to facebook.com. Sync is going to be sharing your information to Google, to Yahoo, to AOL, to Ask Jeeves, if that's still a thing. Like your website syndication flares out to like 500 plus sites across the internet. So it really matters to have this information correct and relevant. If you're missing something on your personal website, take a note and let Rachel and I know, and we can get that added. So for example, Isaac, we need to get your bio in here. But if you keep scrolling down, we've got the certifications and designations for Isaac. So he clicked everything that is accurate for him. Like, so for someone like me, I can't say that I'm a seniors real estate specialist or a Zillow specialist because I'm not. I don't have my accredited luxury home specialist. So I could do something like first-time homebuyer specialist, but that would be it. If you keep scrolling down, this is the monthly market area report. This is a chunk of your website that you can turn on and off. I think it looks a little bit clunky, so I turn mine off. I have different ways of trying to capture people's information, so I try to not focus on this. And then for Isaac, what we should do, right, is Isaac does have a listing right now. He has a listing in Seattle by the Fulton Roy Ferry. So that should be showing up on his featured listings, but it's not because it's not a preference we ever changed for him. So instead, what pulls is the listings for our office. So, you know, not ideal. Down here, we've got his sold properties. Not to toot Isaac's horn too much, but he's sold much prettier homes than this more recently. This is something where we could also do like the most expensive homes that he's sold, or if he's trying to focus on an area, he can put specific MLS numbers and add them here. So it shows the more impressive sold properties that he has. And then down here at the bottom at the footer, just make sure that your phone number looks right. And then the connect with us is going to be all the links that I had for Isaac that I input earlier too. So his Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. So pretty basic, you know, he's got his property search, the mortgage calculator, contact us, which I hate that it says us and not me. That's a built-in thing by Realty One Group. You can't really change it. And then Realty One Group's unwritten blog, which is just real estate fluff, for lack of a better term. But it does kind of make it look as if Isaac's writing articles, so it's not a bad thing to have automatically on your site. So that's sort of the basic website. And then now I'm going to show you my website. And I will also show you a couple other sites that we've worked on that I think look really good. So this is my website. You know how Isaac's URL is isaacschaefer.myrealty1group.com. So my URL is actually robinrodriguez.myrealty1group.com, but that's kind of clunky. That's not something I really wanted to put on my business cards. I wanted to keep this sort of theme of Robin Rodriguez, real estate, Tacoma all together. So my username is rrodriguez253, and then my website is robinrodriguez253.com. So in order to change this URL, I went to GoDaddy.com because Robin Rodriguez 253 was a low demand domain name, which is the name of your website address. It cost me $11 for a 2-year domain name change. So for the next 2 years, I own this address. Wilson Kim is an agent at our office. He wanted to be winwithwilson.com. Unfortunately, that is a really in-demand URL. It's got a lot more clout behind it, and it's got better search results. So that was going to cost him, I think it was $1,000 for 2 years. And he was like, I think we're going to do winwithwilsonkim.com because it's $12 a year. So this is something that I would keep branded to you. So like Debbie Schultz, I would do, you know, the real estate matchmaker. Christy Hall, I would do keyswithchristy.com. And if that's already taken, then maybe do like keyswithchristyhall.com just to make it a little easier. I think I saw someone in the chat. Give me just a sec here. Well, JK. Anyway, if you had something in the chat, just unmute yourself and let me know what's up. So I haven't sold a ton of homes. I have sold almost 2 houses at this point. So, for example, Danielle Bresnahan.com. She's a broker at our office. Danny is super nice and I adore her. She has done a lot of work to her website. So we made this background for her. This is her logo. And then these are some of the homes she sold. I know Debbie Schultz, we've done something like this for like your Facebook business page banner. Rachel and I can do this for you. So just ask us if there's a property that you don't want in here, let us know, like, hey, don't put in MLS, whatever, but we can make this little mosaic for you. It's just something that, like, if I had 2 properties, it's not going to look very spectacular. Another website that is our free website is our office site, the rogtk.com. And so I just kind of want to show you like the options you do have for banners. And so this is what they'd call like the banner or the cover photo for your website. You are able to change this if you want to a video. So like Craig Tuttle had a luxury listing. He had some video content. He could have put that as the background for his website. Sometimes on people with slower internet, it can be a little bit laggy, which is why I try to just stick with photos. Yay, Rachel added Lisa's website URL. Perfect. So yeah, that's sort of what that looks like. So on here, I've got my links, set up. I've got my license number. This is something that in Washington state, most people don't care about, but in a lot of other states, it's required for you to advertise your license number. And I think having it showing sort of garners trust with agents from other states. It makes them feel like you're more professional. It's, I don't know, some psychology maybe, but I do have pretty serious personal branding. So I've got like a little house logo and my name like this. I made this banner in Canva. It took like 2 seconds to put up. If you guys want me to design something like this for you, just let me know what you want on it. So Debbie, if you wanted to do like the hearts and houses like we usually use, that's something we could do for you. I've got my about me in here, which is my bio. You can see that I turned off the market update. And then featured listings, I have high to low, and then my one little sold property. But as you can see, floating here in the bottom right corner, there's this little chat bubble. If you click that, it says chat with Robin Rodriguez Real Estate. So this is connected. This is the photo for my Facebook business page, and then this is my own personal page that I'm signed into my Facebook as. So who would like to get their Facebook business page connected to their, like, who wants to be the guinea pig, the example today?
Well, mine is still in Las Vegas, so I don't know if that would work too well up here, would it? Or I could just change it later.
So we should probably pause on you, my dear, just because, yeah, we want
I
to.
just want to make sure and no one else is volunteering.
It's okay.
Well,
What about you, Christy? You into it?
It would be okay with me, Robin. It's Debbie talking.
Yay. Okay, cool.
Sorry. You must not be
My-
able to see me because I'm frantically waving my hands and I'm like, yes, pick me.
Okay, so you know what? We'll all do it
help
together.
Christy. Yeah,
No
I
worries.
help Christy because I'm still unworking. I've got my Washington license updated, renewed, but I didn't get a chance to get the Idaho test taken yet.
Oh, girl, you'll get it soon. I have faith in you.
yeah.
But
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
So start by going to Facebook, and then you're going to go to your Facebook business page. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do this for Richard Miller because I know this is something he would really like. So let me quickly close out of these, and then I'm going to have to sign in really fast as an office admin. Thank you for your patience. I would sing you the Jeopardy thing, except for I'm a bad singer and none of you have done anything wrong. So, okay. So let me get into Richard's profile really quick. And this is something Rachel and I can do as you guys as well. So if you ever are like, oh my gosh, like I cannot get this to work, I'm over it, that's okay. I can help you out. So I have helped Richard Miller create this page. So I'm going to be pretending to be him right now. So the first thing I did is I went to his Facebook business page. So if you guys can try to get there. Feeling good? I can't see
Feeling
y'all.
great, Robin.
Okay, cool. Okay, so then go down here to settings. And then after settings, you're going to click on messaging. Okay. And then from messaging, you're going to scroll down. And then it's got like all these options, right? So like messaging settings, blah, 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 blah. Just scroll down, and then down here, you're going to see add messenger to your website. And then you click get started. Facebook is the worst. I hate Facebook, but I gotta say they actually made this pretty easy. So I appreciate that. So as you can see, the chat plugin pulled up. And so it says set up your chat plugin, and then the website domain, richardmiller.myrealty1group.com. So Richard didn't buy a URL. This is just the website link he has. So let me double check that it's right. Richardmiller. Yep, perfect. So, so that looks good. So for me, for example, since I do have a vanity domain name URL, I have, you know, robinrodriguez.myrealty1group.com. And then I also have robinrodriguez253.com here. So like Christy, if you buy a domain name and end up transferring your sync website so it routes to that domain name, just make sure to go in here and you can add that, and then what you've installed will automatically update. So you'll be good.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So down here, start the conversation. I do think it's nice to have like the chat bubble that starts first rather than just having people, instead of just having the questions pop up. So Richard, let's see if this sounds like him. Hello, and thanks for getting in touch with me, with us. Okay, well, he's not an us. So he's going to say, hello, and thanks for getting in touch. What can I help you with today? There we go. And Richard's not an emoji guy, so I'm going to go past that. And then frequently asked questions. What are your business hours? Like, nobody in real estate, like, they don't care. So I'm going to say, question 1, like, what areas do you sell real estate in? I am licensed. It helps if you spell the name of your state right. Okay. And then since that one's sort of about buyers,
But
I'll say-
he's, hey, Robin. So
Mhm.
he sold a house in Eastern Washington though, right?
So he did, but it was kind of on the cusp of where the Northwest Multiple meets the Spokane MLS. So in general, I typically just say that we're licensed to sell homes, or so maybe I'll say I can just get rid of the western part and just put Washington.
Yeah, you can put whatever you want there. I mean, you guys can sell a home anywhere in Washington. Richard's actually a perfect example. He had a relative who he sold their home here, and then they said, yeah, we already found a home where we want to be in Eastern Washington. Can you represent us? And he calls me and he's like, can I? I was like, yeah, you can. You know, it's going to be hard to like show homes there, but if they've already found their home, and so it worked out. But yeah, you can definitely represent people anywhere. I would just, this is a total tangent. If anybody were to ask me tomorrow to represent them on buying a home in Yakima or Spokane, I feel like I would be doing them a disservice because I, first off, don't know the market there. Secondly, if they want to see a home tonight, I probably can't make it. And if I can, I'll say, okay, I'll see you in 4 hours, hopefully.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't think I think you'd be doing a disservice to your clients to do that. Richard didn't do that, by the way. In Richard's case, they found the home. They were just like, yeah, just represent us. And it worked out great. But I don't know if was that all what you were asking?
Yeah, no, it totally is. So, because yeah, I mean, that totally makes a lot of sense. I definitely wouldn't want to be driving to Spokane.
And it also, like, it's a double-edged sword, right? So, like, I
Yeah.
grew up in Snohomish County, and so I don't want to say that I, primarily serve Pierce County because, I could definitely sell a home, like list a home in Snohomish County. I
Yeah.
probably can't do a great job of representing a buyer because in this hot market, I can't really get up there every night to show them
Yeah.
properties. So I don't want to close off that window of opportunity for my potential listings. And also, I want to catch that potential referral business because we have so many amazing Realty One Group agents across the state that, we can work with. And some out of state, even like Idaho, I've heard. So I updated Richard's questions. I made sure the tense was correct and said me. And so I've got that going here. And then customize your chat plugin. So this is something that I did because I'm fussy. You can change the custom color of your chat plugin. So if you want to use the Realty One Group Gold, you can go to our branding website, or Rachel and I can send you that color code. I know Richard's brand pretty well, so I think that is a really good color that he would like. So that's what I'm going to go with there. And then on the right side of the screen, sounds good, bottom spacing, whatever, automatically expand. So that's like as soon as someone goes to your website, the chat bubble is going to pop up. You can click that if you want. So I'm going to have it expand, and then I'm going to hit publish. And then it says your changes have been published, blah, blah, blah. Perfect. And so I'm going to click set up. And so did you guys see that? So I got all this stuff set, and then I went to publish, and then I'm hitting set up. And so English is his primary language, looks good, save and continue. This is his main domain site, so that's good. So I'm gonna hit save and continue. And then it creates the code for you. And so I know this looks kind of daunting, right? You guys are like, I haven't seen this kind of stuff in like 25 years. So all you have to do,
MySpace.
oh girl, yeah. I don't know how our whole generation learned to code specifically because of MySpace, but that's the only reason I know how to do it.
Yeah.
So all you do is you can either, click in here and then select it, or you can hit copy code. So I'm just going to do that. And then you can also email the instructions to yourself if you're like, I'm tired of being online, I'm going to deal with this later. You can email the instructions to yourself. But I just hit copy, and I'm going to hit next. And then it's awesome. They give you directions, but unfortunately, it's not for the sync website. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that right now. So I went to the sync tile, and then from sync, I clicked on the My Website, and then it opened up Richard's website. And then you can tell that I'm in like designer mode because you can see like, hi, Richard up here, and then like the dots and stuff over here. So I'm going to go to where it says, hi, Richard. And then I'm going to go down to website settings and layout. And then you go down to where it says custom script, and script is just a chunk of code. So I know that sounds like fancy, but it's just basically means paste. So I'm going to hit Control V to paste, or you can right click and hit paste. And then after I have pasted that, I hit save. And it says modification completed. Okay, and here's where I'm like, why is it not showing up? So it's kind of annoying. You have to go back up to here, like where it says like, hi, Christy, hi, Richard, hi, Debbie, and then go to clear website cache and log out. And then you can see it popped up. So now Richard's got this embedded in his website. So I'm going to just test it out. So I'm going to say continues Robin Rodriguez. And then I am going to do what areas do you sell real estate in? And then let's see if the automated answer pops up. It's funny. You can see that over here, it popped up in my screen. So I'm going to say Renton, because that's where he lives. So that's probably where he'd like to sell real estate. I'm going to go back to his page and voila, it says Renton. So the connection is good. I know it sounds kind of like silly, but on my personal Facebook page, I made a post and it was like, hey friends, I am testing out to see if my Facebook Messenger connection on my website works. If you guys could try it out for me, that would be awesome. So you can see that like I had my colors all set up and stuff. And it actually directed a bunch of my friends to my website. And then when they were chatting with me, it created interaction with my Facebook business page. And so my Facebook business page like stats look really, really good right now, even though I haven't been posting a bunch, just because I did that sort of little trick and it like started a lot of conversations with my friends. So like, yeah, in the last week I've had 15 page views, which isn't great, but it's up from a lot because I hadn't been on here for a while. Okay, so how are you guys feeling about that? Pretty easy, right?
No.
No. Thankfully, we're recording this, and so you can rewatch it, and Rachel and I can also help you out with it.
Yeah,
I know it's a little bit daunting.
Yeah, I'll send out that video and the recap email. So if you guys are getting stuck at any point in time, you can just go ahead and rewatch it and we can answer questions.
Okay. So I'm going to go back to Richard's website. And I had to go back to like the original sync tile and go back in that way. Because remember, I cleared the website cache and logged out. It's annoying, but okay. So in here, some other basic stuff you can do with your sync website is if you click up here after you're logged in, you see like the hi Debbie, hi Richard. You can manage your featured listings. And so Richard, I don't think has any listings currently. And so that looks good. So we're going to have my listings first. And even though he doesn't have any right now, it'll still just pull the offices. It just means when he does have a listing, his will show up first. And then we can also go here to manage my sold properties. So like this is what I was talking about with Isaac, like it might be a better idea for him to add some of his better looking solds. So I'm going to do recently sold properties first. Looks good. And then template settings. So, you know, we can add a website logo if you want. That's kind of all you can do to it, but you can also go to website settings and change the layout. So if you hit change layout, it shows you the different examples of what the websites look like. So like Shauna Try On, we had like, I think, let's see. I'm sorry if you can hear my neighbor's dog barking. So this is the format that Shauna's got. So we have her sold properties and then we've got this little bar on the side. So it's pretty easy to get in contact with her. Yeah, couple different layout options. I think the first three are probably the best. I think this is the one that Richard has that you guys default have, but I'm going to change it to this one. Just hit select. All right. And then, yeah, trying to think of other stuff you guys might want on here. So on my website, you can see that it says contact me instead of contact us. So the default is the one from Realty One Group, right? That says contact us. If you click here, it'll just take you to like this form that gets sent to you via sync. I'm honestly not great about checking my sync notifications. If I'm being totally honest, I am better at checking my email. And so I hid this contact us by hitting this little eyeball with a cross through it. And then I created a tab called contact me. And then I changed the specific domain. So it says, you know, hashtag or slash say hello. And then this is a Google form that I embedded in my website. And this is something Rachel and I can make for you guys as well. So mine is super basic. It just says like, what's your email, your name, phone number, your preferred method of contact. I always include text because I've got clients that work night shifts and I've got, you know, Gen Z clients and they would prefer to text and they'd rather die than be on the phone. And then just a couple different options. See the chat really fast. Christy, what did you say you wanted to know how to do, friend?
Oh, that how to like embed a like I don't know what that's called, an email
Oh,
capture?
this is a Google form.
A Google form.
Yeah, so I have 2 different Google forms set up on my site. So property search is the basic Realty One Group sync built website. I have no control over this. All this data comes directly from the multiple, and it should be updating every 15 minutes. So this should be a pretty quick way to find properties. That being said, I see so many of our brokers go to like redfin.com and they'll find their listing on Redfin and then post that URL to their Facebook, or their clients will do that. Like, get ahead of them before they do that. So Isaac, what is the address for your listing in Seattle?
3711 Southwest Tillman Street.
So 371. There we go. Cool. So it's going to take me here. And so I'm going to click on it and you can see this is still my website, robinrodriguez253.com, blah, blah, blah. And then this is Isaac's listing. And so if I want to share Isaac's listing to Facebook, I'm going to take this URL, I'm going to copy it, I'm going to go to Facebook, and then I'm going to go to, I can either go to my business page or my personal page or both, but I'm going to like take that link. And then after it pulls up this preview, then you can delete this chunk of code if you want. I'm going to leave it because I don't care. But I'm going to say, check out my buddy Isaac's listing in Seattle. I'm obsessed. Who wants to go check it out? And then I'm going to tag my location. How do you spell Fauntleroy?
No idea.
There we go. Cool. And then I'm going to hit post. And so now what this is going to do is people want to see this house, right? Like, why am I obsessed with it? Why do I like this house so much? So when they click through, instead of going to some stupid Redfin site, you're getting more traffic directed to your personal website. Like, as soon as the listing goes live, you should be like 15 minutes after that, you should be able to grab this link, send it to your clients so they're not finding their house on Zillow and sending it to their friends. And then Zillow's pulling stats from 60 days ago saying, actually, this house is only worth 650,000. We're only going to make a $660,000 offer. Like, come on now, grow up. Like, there's such a better way to do this. Sorry about that rant, but just so you guys know. We also have the mortgage calculator. This is something that I'm wary of. It's not my favorite calculator, honestly. When I start working with a client, like one of the first things I do is I send them the HomeSpotter app, like my specific HomeSpotter app. I send them the showing time app. That way they can open up tours that I send them. And I send them my Haystack business card. But anyway. So the last little chunk I've got this little bar over here. It's got the unwritten blog. I have that put to the side because I don't want it clunking up here because I hopefully get some traffic from mobile sites. And so I want it to look kind of as clean as possible when people click on here. But similar to the contact me page that I designed, I also made a free home valuation and CMA page. And this is another Google form that I embedded in my website. And so it's just 3 pages long, and it's basically like, who are you? Tell me a little bit about your property. How can I contact you? And so this is a website or website link that I can share periodically. So like I see people post on like, oh my God, like the News Tribune all the time, or like, I think it was the Everett Herald made this article about how the big earthquake is coming, and like 1,000 people were like, oh, I have to move out of Snohomish County, like as a joke. Like I like chatted with some of them and I was like, oh, I know a really good real estate agent. And then I took this link and then I copied it. And so even though no one ended up responding to me with this, someone did ask for my emergency prep checklist. And so that's cool. It was a potential client lead, right?
Yep.
But yeah, you can get creative with your website and how to use it. Christy, this was a different Tech Tuesday that we did a few months ago. I can send you the link for the video, or Rachel can. And then if you still have problems, we can go from there. But I need to talk with you about your Google business listing anyway soon.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, that's like the super quick and dirty basics of your website. You know, how to add tabs here, how to build out pages, how to create Google Forms. That's all stuff that Rachel and I can help you with, but it is kind of more individualized. So I'm not going to go through that right now. But yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. How's everybody feeling?
So I do just want to confirm something. So if we want like our own personal website, like mine, Keys with Christy, I actually have to use the one that was given to me by Realty One Group, but
Nope.
I'm changing it through Sync.
So you don't have to use the Realty One Group site. Like if you want to create a WordPress website or something, you totally can. For someone like me, like I'm probably not leaving Realty One Group or our office. So I'm fine having a sync website because I kind of plan on being here forever. But like if I was someone that like was thinking about potentially moving offices because I'm moving out of state or something like in the future, or I'm a military wife or something, then like, yeah, maybe it makes sense to make your own individual website. That way, no matter what company you're with, the website comes with you. But website design, to be honest, is usually hundreds to thousands of dollars. And so that's why having this like cookie cutter sync website is so awesome, because it's ready to go. And it's also a good platform for people to reach out to you through your social media or via phone, which is the whole goal of your website, honestly.
Yeah, well, no. So I guess I'm saying like I'm not planning on leaving or anything, but in order to change like the name of your website, you have to change the name of the one that was given to us, right?
So, what I did is I went to GoDaddy.com. There's a bunch of different places you can buy domain names, but GoDaddy is usually like cheapest and easiest to deal with. And then you just look up what you want your domain name to be. So you can actually buy more than one. So if you were worried about people looking up the wrong website or you wanted to direct more traffic to your website, like I think we own at our office, I think we own like NorthTacomaRealEstate.com and a couple other ones. So if we wanted, we could take all of those different names and direct them to rogtk.com, which is actually turnkey.myrealty1group.com.
Okay.
But we bought that domain, and so it directs to our sync website. So basically, if you buy a domain, Rachel and I can help you get your website set up so it redirects for you. And
Okay.
sync helps with that too. It's a lot scarier than it sounds. It's pretty easy.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, guys. Any final questions? You guys doing okay?
I do have a question. When you set up, was it Matt's? What was his name? Chat box?
Oh, Richard. Yeah.
Richard, I'm sorry. Richard's chat box. Does it only answer those specific questions? Because obviously you're not there to answer the question. It just responds to the questions that are posted.
So it's got like the automated responses, but ideally the goal is that you are the one that responds. You know, so like if someone messages you on your website, it's connected to your Facebook Messenger. Your Facebook Messenger, you should have the Messenger app downloaded on your phone, and it'll send you a notification saying like, hey, someone's messaging you right now.
Okay. Okay. I understand that now. Okay. Got it.
So yeah, that's always the goal, right? Is to like talk to someone while they're actually there, because as soon as you send the email, like who knows if they're going to call another agent or something.
And that all converges to the same messenger as your personal, your business and your personal. It all pops the same messenger app, right?
Yeah, so you can toggle back and forth. So if you like I just opened the Messenger app on my phone, and it's open to my personal page, but on the top left, I've got like the ability to click my face, and then it says switch account, and I can be either any of the business pages I have or like the office page, etc.
Okay.
So yeah, pretty easy. Just takes a little bit of practice.
Oh, there it is. Never saw it before.
It's okay. That's the thing about Facebook, is a lot of it's just kind of knowing where to look, you know? But all right, guys, cool. Well, I am actually going to hop off soon because I have to go show Michelle Gowen's beautiful listing in Renton. And I want to leave plenty of time just in case there's traffic. But if you guys have any questions or want any follow-up, just reach out to Rachel and I, and we are happy to help.
Okay.
Great
Thank you.
meeting, Robin.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
right.
you.
Take care. Bye.